Welcome to Melbourne Functional Medicine. It occurred to us that you might be wondering about health coaching. In this video, my goal is to help you understand what a health coach is and, importantly, how you can get the most out of this experience. Some of the skills that a health coach has include things like active listening, motivational interviewing, goal setting, and positive psychology strategies. And what happens is a human turns up and we create strategies and they've got a desire and they get some knowledge. And then the health coach jumps in because inevitably behavior change can be tricky. There might be some difficulties with implementation or natural barriers pop up. Those are all the things that those skills help the coach help you with. If you've had a coach before, you might have worked with them perhaps in a different realm, like an executive coach or a fitness coach. Well, here at Melbourne Functional Medicine, our focus is a little different because the health coach is not going to tell you what to do or even how to do it, but rather just help set you up so that you can navigate your way. I think it's really helpful as well to touch on some of the things that a health coach doesn't do. We have a scope of practice. And so that means that your coach is not a qualified therapist or a counselor, but we'll probably at some point discuss habits, emotions, stressors, or anything else that looks to be standing in your way. Your health coach also might not be a nutritionist or a dietitian. However, we can support you with personalized resources around food and diet, following specific recommendations from your practitioner. And really importantly, your coach is not going to make change for you. That's your job. One of our coaches came up with this fantastic analogy, and it really works. So, the way we think about health coaching here is by imagining that you are driving a car. So, think about the destination that you want to arrive at. Now, you need to plug in the address into your GPS. The practitioner in this scenario is giving you the roadmap. They will tell you the way to your destination. That might include things like adjusting your diet, changing some lifestyle habits like sleep or exercise or even stress. They might ask you to do some functional testing, take supplements, etc. Think of all of those things as directions. They're the way forward. And the health coach in this story is that voice that you hear. Turn left, take the second exit at the roundabout, etc. When you drive past your turn off or you might be going the wrong way, your health coach is here to help you reroute. Really importantly, it's you who's driving the car. It's your vehicle. So at all times, your job and responsibility is to keep your hands on the wheel and steer in the right direction. Because while the practitioner can give you the roadmap and the coach can help you re-navigate and reroute, this journey is really yours. So I can further explain coaching by identifying some of the frustrations that we can help to solve. So, one frustration people tell us is they don't know enough about something to make change. So, we have developed a massive library of resources, anything from specific dietary plans to mindset tools. We've got tracking and measuring tools. We've got loads of ways we can support you with resources. So sometimes that information can be really highly personal, like meal plans if we get some test results in. And so for those sorts of resources, we'll just curate them specifically for you. Another problem is finding it really tricky to stick with the plan or make change. So it turns out that as humans, quite often we're in our own way. And that means we might have emotional blocks or habits or behaviors that just don't serve us. And so a recommendation from your practitioner might actually seem quite straightforward. So it can be so frustrating when you still find that change hard to make. Your health coach understands change, and so we can help you go step by step. Clarity is something else we help with. So if you're feeling confused or overwhelmed, we see this pretty frequently actually, and it can make change quite difficult. Because we do know your plan and we can help break it down for you and we can help you overcome your barriers, that's how we can sort of break down that confusion and overwhelm. And importantly, this advocate role, having someone on your corner, sometimes this can be underestimated and it's really important. Your health coach will be your biggest supporter. We will talk weekly with the practitioner, make sure that as a team we are collectively progressing and know exactly what you're up to with your treatment strategy. You could also ask for accountability. We can give reassurance and have that regular contact, so that someone's in your corner and knows where things are at. So we encourage you to engage regularly with your coach or as often as is helpful for you. Let them know what you really are liking about coaching, as well as anything that doesn't feel quite right. We hope you really enjoy this experience and that you get lots out of it, that you grow and flourish, and that you're empowered and feel safe and supported through the process.